Hi, this is Carol with Notary2Pro, and I am here to talk to a couple of my recent graduates. One of them is recent, one of them not. And I'd like to introduce Lucy, let her introduce herself. So Lucy, why don't you tell us who you are, where you are, and what brought you to us?
Hi, Carol. Well, my name is Lucy, and I live in Southern California. My sister took the Notary2Pro course, I want to say a few years back, and she has been extremely happy, and she has told me so much about you at the times where she was really struggling, didn't think she could do this, and literally her world was falling apart because this is also new, and you have some serious documents in your hands and people looking at you waiting for answers, and she has called you and you have literally saved her. And she has been telling me the last year, you know, you really need to do this. This is such a great way to make a living. You're not stuck to a desk 8 hours a day. You make your own hours. You can work at nights if you want. You can work on weekends if you want. And I just really didn't do much with it. I'm trying to finish my business degree. I did take quite a few classes the past few years, but never finished my business degree, and that was my main goal. So I am also doing that at the same time. I did really enjoy your videos, very self-explanatory. You speak very calm, very easy, so it's great and easy to understand. I'm very happy that you offer the mentoring, especially with the first signing, and after that, any signings that we have issues or we run into problems, instead of calling the company that hired us, to call you to save us, I guess, embarrassment, and so we don't look like we don't know what we're doing. But this is where I'm at. So I just recently graduated. I took a trip to Florida, came back, and I'm looking more into and studying all the docs that I printed, and then hopefully in the next few days I can go ahead and get on the elite list and contact companies to sign up. And thank you for answering some of my questions this morning. I wrote down, makes me feel like I'm ready to go. And I have been in real estate since 2008, but I only got my real estate license in order to be able to access the MLS. And if I wanted to buy a house or anything, I didn't want to rely on a realtor deciding for me what I want to see and what I don't want to see. So I went ahead and got my real estate license solely for that reason. In the meantime, of course, I did help a couple of cousins buy and sell, and some friends, but this is where I'm at now. I'm excited and ready to go.
Oops, I'm excited for you. I
Thank you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay.
just fine.
Yeah, what is your end goals? What is your hope for the years to come? How much time you want to spend? Are you driven by the money, by what do those look like?
You know, in all honesty, what really is attractive to me is the fact that the more I work, the more money I will make, because I feel like if you are at a desk job working for somebody else, no matter what you do, you're going to just make that amount of money, whether it's your hourly rate or whether it's your salary. So what's great about being a loan signing agent is the more you work, the more money you will make. If I want to take a week or 2 week vacation, I don't have to ask for approval in advance. I can literally get up and go anytime I want, anywhere I want, and that's huge. My goal is to become, of course, very successful, and my kids are grown, so I can pretty much leave anytime I get a signing. I don't have to worry about what's going to happen to them. I know it's harder with younger kids, but I just feel like I'm open, ready to go. I'm still going to continue to finish my business degree, but I would like to sign up with some reputable companies and get very busy. That's my goal, to get very, very busy. I do better when I'm busy than I'm not.
Have you thought about later on doing other things with your notary certificate? There's so many things that you can do with your commission and being certified by us. Have you thought beyond notary signing agent? work of doing, working with attorneys, or there's so many things that you can do with that, with your commission. Have you thought about that?
You
About
know, honestly, I
those-
wasn't aware of working with any attorneys. What I do know is I can do notary, and then now I can do loan signings, but I have to look into how much more I can do. So I would love some information on that if you have any, Carol. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we're always doing things, and there's people to connect with, but give it 6 months before you start thinking about it. So you're going to have a wonderful independent type of life where you can take
Yeah,
what you
I can't wait. That's my goal. Independent life, definitely. Have nobody to answer to.
right, right. Well, we have your sister here
Yes,
who's been
she's the
doing
one that
this a
referred
lot
me.
longer.
Yes,
So I'm going to ask you to mute yourself for
yes, I'm
while
muting
I talk
myself
to
now.
Elizabeth. And hi, Elizabeth. Would you like
Hi.
to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I live here in Los Angeles. I'm a single mother to 3 children, 8, 6, and 5.
Oh,
And
boy.
yeah, it's definitely tough, but I've been a signing agent for 2 years now. And honestly, Carol, I think I posted it once early on, but and I've mentioned this to my sister as well, that I owe my life to you. Because when I first called you, I had just separated from my husband. We were divorcing. I wasn't working. I had no idea how I was going to be supporting my 3 children on my own. And I called you. We spoke on the phone, and you said, yes, this is information. And before that, let me just backtrack a bit. I kept hearing about, oh, Notary2Pro, you have to, give them a call. They're the best, they're the most knowledgeable. So when I called you, you put me at ease right away, so I felt so comfortable, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. So I took your class, and I love that after we graduated, we're not kind of like left on our own. Oh, hey, go for it, kind of sink or swim. You're provided with this list of companies that hire your new graduates. You have a Facebook group that we can log into just for your graduates if we have any questions, and everyone's always been so helpful with that. But I felt confident that, okay, I can do this because I've been prepared so well by you, and I'm constantly getting compliments from my borrowers, my signers, escrow officers, title officers, that I conduct closings so thoroughly. And I don't just kind of point and say, hey, sign here or date here. I can't really fully explain because I'm not an attorney, of course, but I know the documents so well because you've prepped me so well that should they have any question, I can, point to them where they can find that answer. And I'm just, mentioning I live in Los Angeles, so the cost of living isn't too cheap out here. And by just being a signing agent, working Monday through Friday, no weekends, no evenings, because I have, difficulty with childcare, I'm able to give us a comfortable life because of the training that you gave me. And literally, I had just divorced. I had no idea what I was going to do, wasn't working. And I just studied, reviewed your trainings a few times. And, I remember my first call to you, I was so nervous, and gosh, what am I going to do? I'm just so nervous. What if I make a mistake? And you said, just take a deep breath and just be yourself, just be yourself. And that I loved it because yes, I was nervous, but I was just myself. And it was actually a tough signing too, because it ended up being, a senior level director with the city. So it was, had to go downtown, and uber nervous about that. But yeah, but I prepped the documents, and I did it once over. I gave you a call, you gave me confidence, and I went, and the rest has been history. I love what I do. I love the flexibility of being a single mom. If my kids are out sick one day, I'm okay to not work, take a few days off, and just the flexibility. And again, thank you. I'm so
Oh,
thankful
you're
for
so
you.
welcome. And we haven't talked in a long time, but I do remember now. And I remember that first signing of all the things that you had to face. It's not just mom and pop at home and no. Oh, I'm really happy with how it's gone for you, and I'm excited for your future too. So your kids are okay and everything's good,
Yeah.
huh?
Good, they're good. They're still, really young, but I mean, at that time my oldest was 6. So I had littles, and being, a mom, this gives you the flexibility that you need. I was able to work when they're in school, and nights and weekends I'm with them. So it's, again, I love what I do, because especially, I got in when the rates were so low. So everyone is refinancing, they're saving hundreds of dollars a month. And to be a part of that, you're helping people have a
You are.
better life, because they're saving so much money on a monthly basis. So
That's
I
true, as it
I like-
is. I was born in Los Angeles
I
in
remember.
1943.
Wow.
My
Well,
husband and I are about to celebrate our 58th wedding anniversary. But in Los Angeles, I remember when we would go to the Chevron station because all the cute guys worked there when I was a teenager. So my girlfriend and I would go to get gas at the standard station, and it was, I think, 25, 26 cents a gallon.
yeah, it's definitely not anymore. I think we're
So
over $4+ now.
I know it's ridiculous.
But
So I
mention,
want to ask you, over the years, so you've been at this for what, 3 years?
a little under 3 years, yeah.
3 years. So we know what your first signing was like. You were very nervous. I know that. And you're not alone. Most of our graduates are just terrified when they come to the first one, no matter what they are. I have attorneys. I have literally attorneys that are students and graduates, and they're just as nervous as everybody else. I don't know whether it's the documents or what it is, but give me a couple of instances of real challenges that you have incurred, and the real highs, a couple of real highs.
Well, the challenges is being able to navigate the signing. So when you have a reader, speaking of attorneys, they like to thoroughly, read the documents. And at first, I mean, gosh, sometimes my signings would take several hours, because every page they would just read through. But now I'm noticing that, well, once you kind of know what you're doing, once you're familiar with the documents, when you present it to them, if you really, present it well and kind of summarize the entire document, they'll probably still read the first couple documents, but they'll realize, oh, this is exactly what she said. She just summed it up for me. So they start trusting you. So when you present a document to them, they don't stop and reread the entire thing. Oh, okay, if she's telling me this is it, then sure enough, this is it. So just, knowing the documents. I mean, sometimes it can be frustrating. I remember early on where you wanted to have time to kind of review the documents, and they would come so late. And, you don't have sometimes, an hour, 30 minutes. And when you're new, that's really nerve-wracking, because you're out there printing and trying to see, okay, what do I need to sign or have them initial, or, but well, now I'm so familiar with the documents, I print and I'm out of my house in 15 minutes if I need to. So it's definitely, I've progressed.
Yes. That's funny. I found the opposite actually with attorneys. My husband and I, especially when we were together, we found that attorneys kind of have the attitude there's really nothing they can change. They know that those documents are set, they're not going to change them. So we found that for the most part, like you said, just to go to the first few, the money in, the money out, just those, that's all they need, that they just sign. The ones that we always found were very time consuming and not difficult, because they're always very nice people, but are engineers.
So the one that I mentioned, the wife was an attorney and the husband was an engineer.
Oh
So
my gosh, you had it.
signing him, that was early on too, and it's still fresh in my mind. Or quite often.
Yeah, they could, because they can change things. They're always able to fix things and change things and see a different way of doing things. So it's pretty funny. So, so you've really been, have you had anything that was really seriously difficult, or have you, for the most part, had a really good career? So,
No, I mean, I hear a lot because, Los Angeles, they say, oh, it's, heavily saturated with signing agents. And, yeah, there may be a lot of them here, but a lot of these people, they'll get their commission, they'll watch a few YouTube videos. Okay, I'm a signing agent now, so don't really know how long they're going to be, lasting in the industry. But like I said, I mean, I get complimented all the time for my signings, and it's because of the training that I received from you. I mean, I know the documents so well, I know them so thoroughly, and I'm able to, present them in such a way that these people feel comfortable with. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, they're signing pretty much their home away. It's regarding their, should there be an issue with the deed of trust or something, their home could be in jeopardy. But so that's what I thought. But no, it's as long as you get the proper training. And oftentimes I've told people, Notary2Pro, Notary2Pro. I mean, I can't say enough about you, because it's not just about
but it's
videos.
you, Elizabeth. It's you. It has to be. I mean, and I'm really happy we have the reputation of having the lowest error in the industry with our graduates. But you have to be dedicated and be the kind of person that people can relate with and feel compassion and all of those things. It's a human thing, when you're dealing with people. You have to have that kind of personality. So,
like you told myself. So that's what I've been doing. Just be myself with my signers, and it's been going well. But again, if without your training, I can be the nicest person ever, and I'll go there and I'll have no idea what to do. But again, it's not all about, oh, go get rich, go make money. I mean, you don't want to mess anything up. You don't want to make any large errors and then have people's homes be jeopardized, or a loan doesn't close. So it's so much more, than just, oh, making the money. You have to know, you need to get the training. And you gave me the confidence. Yes, again, it's nerve-wracking the first several times, but your training was amazing, Carol. I mean, really, I recommend it to everyone. I don't think you can be truly a great signing agent unless they take your course. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I owe my life to you, my current life, being able to support my kids on my own. It's because of you.
And your hard work. And your hard work. I know that.
Well, listen, you gave me a foundation.
I'm sorry, what?
I could not have built upon it without your great foundation that you helped.
Well, thank you. And I really, I appreciate you doing this video with me, because there's a lot of people out there that are going to relate to both of you, that are in situations. We've dealt with some people, had students that are in really serious conditions when they come to us. And like you were, it was a difficult period of time in your life. And I'm so happy to hear that you're doing well and happy. And you guys real close? Do you live close together and spend a lot of time together?
We live very close, yes. Very close. We see each other as much as possible, more on the weekends, because during the week it's just so much go. And like, if I'm not studying for Notary2Pro and rewatching videos, I love to always rewatch videos and reread courses more than one time. I'm doing my classes, so for my degree. So it's like I need to figure out, find space to do both. And I've been doing this more, of course, lagging there. I need to get back to it. But yeah, and that's the main reason, was that I did get hired by LA County, one of their departments, but because of the pandemic, there was a freeze. So, but I didn't want to be stuck at a desk from 8 to 5. So I didn't really check up on that or figure, ask what the status is. I'm leaning more towards doing this and having success in this.
Good, good. You haven't been into the graduates website yet, have you?
I have been to the website. I did call, Barbara did direct me there. That is like super cool too. That's where I found the TNT program that you do on Tuesdays, because I remember I called and Barbara said she's busy, she can't get on right now, she's getting ready for TNT, and I said, I'm sorry, but what is that? What's TNT? And she said it's a show that she does on Tuesdays, and I said, oh, okay. And then I went and looked it up and started watching the TNT videos, which are great, so much information there. But I gotta tell you, with the other two people, I can't remember names. My goodness, I know Laura and the other guy. What was his name?
Bill Soroka.
Bill. Okay, yeah. And it's funny because I don't like to change what I've been taught. I don't like any other feedback, anything. So when you're talking, I'm like full on listening when somebody's asking a question and you're answering. But then when they start speaking, I kind of leave the room. Like I don't want to. I don't want to learn it their way. I don't want to.
I hope they don't
their
see
way.
this video.
No offense to them. They're so sweet, so great, so informative. But I just want to hear what you have to say. I don't. That this is how I was trained. This is what I learned. I don't want to hear what others have to say and just want to absorb what you have to say. That's just where I'm at. No offense to them. They're great. They're great. No offense to them, but yeah, you've damaged me. I can't hear what anybody else has to say.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
That's it. No, I mean, this is a great thing. I don't, like I said, I just want to only hear what you have to say. This is where I'm comfortable. This is what I trust. You know everything. And I don't want to second guess what I'm told. So therefore, when I watch the TNTs, I just kind of more zoom into what your answer is versus others. And like I said, no offense to them. They're super great, super informative. But once you do Notary2Pro, you don't really want to hear what others have to say, which is kind of rude, but it is what it is.
Your sister says what she wants, doesn't she, Elizabeth?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, yes. Very different. We are very, very different.
And Elizabeth, have you gone into the graduates website at all the last couple of years?
When I recently graduated, I went. That's where great links, our records, Notary Assist. There was a bunch of different links that were uploaded there that I took advantage of. Most definitely, yeah. Again, the thing I love, I think what my sister was trying to convey is you truly want to help people here.
Yes.
And you really want to help people. It's, people take, they understand that, they can sense that, they can feel that. So I think that's why she was only kind of tuning into you, because
because I feel like there's more also a nurturing effect. It's not so much that the knowledge, there's tons of knowledge, and you are brilliant the way you've set up the videos, the way you've set up all the information, and there's no extra information that shouldn't be there. And it's a lot of information. So it's also the nurturing effect that you provide, especially with the mentoring, especially with that first signing that you can't find anywhere else. Some of the others, I feel like it's more like pay me for my knowledge and pay me for my assistance. Yours is more like you nurture us with knowledge and assistance. So it's a huge difference. And that's what I feel like anybody that's considering, becoming a signing agent should be drawn to, that fact that, everything is so much business these days but your course also has the nurturing effect, the calmness, the softness, which you don't find at any other with any other courses or any other companies.
Well, I appreciate you both. Thank you very much. So have a great weekend coming up. And
thank you. You
it
too.
was lovely to see you guys in person. And I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, so you'll be able to see this probably by tomorrow.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
Well, it was a pleasure, Carol, as always.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Carol. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.